going on a snorkeling trip in Fiji. We are here at the Hilton Resort and Spa. We are going to have so much fun here, including ice cream eating contests, going to the kids club, and even playing in the pool. What about Nadi Town and the Marina?
Give it a go, don't waste your time, 'cause you're running out. Give it a go and ask her out. Only takes a try, yeah. Even if she tells you no, then at least you know. So give it a go, give it a go.
Right now we're getting ready to go on the snorkeling trip, and we're just putting sunscreen on, brushing our teeth, and getting all ready to do this. On our last day at Mommy Bay Resort, we went on a snorkeling excursion. We booked our excursion with surf, dive, and ski because it was located right on the Mommy Bay property. We just picked out flippers, and now we're gonna get a life vest. Surf, dive, and ski had all the equipment we needed, including flippers, life vests, and even snorkels if we needed it. This is our tour guide, Kelly. Then it was time to hop on the boat to go out to the reef. We have to go on a little boat to go on a big one. We were taking a catamaran out to the reef, but we had to get onto this little boat that took us out to the catamaran. The first boat ride was really short. It didn't last very long. That's the boat we're going on for our snorkeling trip.
Guys, welcome on board. The name of our sailing boat is called Tangimalua, and we have 3 crews on board. Okay, I'm Tawake, this is Neori, and the other guide will be Kelly. He's on the jet ski.
Once we got all settled in, it was time to sail out to the reef. The boat ride was about 20 to 30 minutes long. And then we hopped on a jet ski, which took us out to the snorkeling spot. When we got out to the reef, Rory's mom hopped right in, but I was a little afraid of sharks. So Sage decided she was going to ride along with our guide Kelly on the jet ski while Mom and I went snorkeling.
I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way.
What was neat about the snorkeling spot is it was right next to a sandbar, so once we had seen the reef, we went over to the sandbar just to hang out in the sun. Now we're back from the sandbar and gonna have something to eat. This boat actually had a pizza oven on board, so the crew made us some fresh pizza. And while we were eating the pizza, they took us to the next snorkeling spot. Fiji is actually made up of 333 islands. Some big movies were actually filmed here, including the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks. The island in the video right here is where they filmed the movie Castaway. And before we knew it, it was time to head off to the next snorkeling spot.
Okay, bye-bye. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
I love you, Dad! They took us to a reef and dropped us off. The coral in Fiji was so pretty. Sage was feeling a little bit scared at first, so Mr. Kelly jumped into the water to help her snorkel in Fiji. Sage is actually really good at snorkeling, but when you jump in open water, it can be a little bit scary at first. Sage snorkeled for about 10 minutes, and then she decided she would rather be on the jet ski than in the water. Rory and Mom continued snorkeling and got to see some very vibrant coral. In Fiji, the deeper you go down, the more colorful the coral reefs get.
In the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way.
Rory even decided to take her life jacket off so she could dive down to see what else she could see.
'Cause I found my way.
And while Rory was diving to the depths of the ocean, I was on the back of the jet ski taking people to and from the reefs. All in all, it was a great trip. Rory had an awesome time snorkeling. Sage was brave enough to try it, and Sage had a blast jet skiing around the ocean. I thought it was really cool. I saw a lot of cool fish, and it was so pretty. I thought it was a little bit scary, but it was still fun.
Were there any sharks?
No.
No sharks?
There was blue fish, white, black fish. There's yellowfish. There was pink, orange, white, and black fish. On the way back to Mommy Bay, we asked the captain if we could help him drive his boat. Sage is driving the boat.
I'm driving the boat.
I can't. He kindly obliged and let Rory and I take the wheel.
Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride.
It was wasn't long before we were back at the resort.
The snorkeling trip was great, so now we're just gonna play in the pool.
The next day, we had a proper Fijian goodbye and continued on our way to the next resort. We drove about 45 minutes to Denarau Island. Denarau Island is another popular tourist spot in Fiji. We took a short drive through Nadi town, which we would end up visiting later, and then arrived at the resort.
We just checked into the Hilton and now we're gonna explore a little bit.
Just like Mommy Bay, the resort had a full schedule of activities in the morning and afternoon. It even had some massive pools with some fun music. The Hilton had a beautiful coastline and we got the island vibe started. One of the best things about this resort was actually the hotel room. The hotel room was huge. Here you can see our parents' bedroom and then it opened up to a living area with a kitchen. Not only that, but it had a washer and dryer that you could use as much as you'd like. And as a full-time traveling family, it is really important.
And this is our room.
Rory and I had a full bedroom and bathroom all to ourselves.
I want you to meet my pet frog. Aww, he's tiny.
The next day, we spent the morning at the kids club and then spent the afternoon playing at the pool. The one thing we really liked about this pool at the Hilton was they had a couple of water slides. We also loved playing these super fun games with other kids. Even though the egg toss was supposed to be a kids game, the moms ended up winning this one. After the competition, we took some of the uncracked eggs and tried to cook them on the rocks. We will be back to check on these later. Next, it was time for the ice cream eating contest.
It's time for some ice cream!
We weren't allowed to eat the ice cream the normal way.
Go hands on the side. And when you are done, take the plate upside down on your head.
Oh, brain freeze.
What? There you go. Marina.
I got this.
Leave the plate. Don't touch. 1, 2, go!
Later that day, we tried to check on our eggs, but it looked like the rain had washed them off the rock. We started our day with a very interesting breakfast of pizza with corn on it and corn on the cob.
Today we're headed out to the town of Nadi.
Nadi is the town center on the island. It's where the people of Fiji go to do their shopping. The taxi driver dropped us off in the center of Nadi town. And the first thing we did was go to a local bank to exchange our American dollars for Fijian dollars.
Very good.
We just exchanged our American dollars for Fiji dollars.
We have to say the Fiji money is very colorful compared to American money. The stores in Nadi town were very interesting. You can buy anything from household items to clothing.
I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day.
Sage and I even found these really cute dresses and we ended up buying
How
them.
much is the living look? 24 each, yeah?
Welcome. We are Fijian. We know Jackie Chan. Yeah, Jackie Chan.
This store had all handmade Fijian products.
What's the cover going to Vanilla Chief?
Oh, it's good cover.
These tools right here are an important part of Fijian history. Fijians used to be cannibals, meaning they used to eat people. And these are the tools they would eat people with. Next, the store owners invited us to sit down and have a kava ceremony with them.
Yes.
Called a cover set.
Oh, I have to have a set. It's like if you're going to buy your cannibalism set, you can't buy just the fork.
Right.
You need the hammer and the whole thing.
Right.
How can you be a warrior without your tools?
We weren't able to film the whole kava ceremony, but if you check our last video, you'll know exactly what it looks like. After we completed the kava ceremony on the floor in the middle of the store, we bought our own kava bowl and had it engraved to take home. Before heading back to the resort, we made a quick stop at the supermarket to pick up some snacks. When we got back to the hotel, Rory had a surprise waiting for her in the hotel room. As we mentioned in our last video, it is Rory's birthday month, so we had to inform the hotel we were celebrating her birthday. That evening, we got all dressed up for dinner.
It's our last night in Fiji before we go to Australia. So tonight we're gonna go to the Marina for dinner.
So we had the resort order a taxi for us, and we hopped in.
Vanilla Chief Chani. Yes, my name was Chief Chani all week.
Denarau Marina was absolutely beautiful. It had a big shopping center, lots of restaurants, and beautiful boats. But our first order of business was actually to get a COVID test so we were cleared to enter Australia.
While we're at the Marina, we're getting our COVID test done so we can travel tomorrow.
While we waited for our COVID test results, we actually went to have dinner at this wonderful restaurant called Bonefish. Now, if you're watching from America, you may have heard of Bonefish Grill in the US, but this restaurant was completely different. The food was a 10 out of 10 in our opinion. Even the desserts were amazing.
And a banana split with chocolate.
And with a sunset like this, we had to take some pictures before we left. After breakfast, we hopped in a taxi and headed to the airport. We got checked in, went to the lounge, and had an amazing meal. And then we were on our way to our next country. We are headed to Australia. We'll see you there.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like this video. Bye!
Oh, I feel so alive.